Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have like quite an interesting update, and over these next couple of days as we find out more answers, I thought I'd kind of vlog and bring you guys along. This would make more sense if you have watched my video called I Was Pregnant. If you have not watched that, make sure you watch that. I feel like it'd make a little bit more sense, but a little bit of a backstory. I've got the kids occupied so I can do this. Lainey's doing schoolwork. Ren's watching a little bit of TV. A little bit of a backstory. Ethan and I, over 2 weeks ago, found out we were expecting. I was told on last Friday, that I was having a miscarriage. I spoke to one of the doctors where I go, not my actual doctor, but I spoke to one of the doctors and he said, yeah, you're having a miscarriage. He told me I was miscarrying. And he said, basically my HCG levels had dropped slightly. Pretty barely, but they had dropped a little bit, which is never a good sign. And I've also had bleeding pretty much the entire 2 weeks. Which also, is also not always a bad sign, but it's not always a good sign either. But it's usually a cause for concern. So he said, that doctor I spoke to said, come back on Monday and let's recheck your levels. Just kind of make sure, you know, they're going down like they should. So fast forward to a few days later, Monday, today is Wednesday. Monday I went into the doctor's office, got my levels checked. I always get them back the next day. I can usually look on my online account and they're there. So I woke up Tuesday morning, got on my online account, and like my mouth dropped. My levels had significantly risen. They should have doubled every 2 days, and it had been 4 days since I've gotten them checked, and they like way more than doubled over those 4 days. Like every 48 hours they way more than doubled. And so we were like, what is going on? And so I messaged my doctor, sent a message to my doctor, thinking I was going to come in for an ultrasound, especially given that everything that's going on, I kind of wanted to rule out anything bad, wanted to rule out, make sure this couldn't be an ectopic pregnancy. Really hoping I was going to be able to get in yesterday to see my doctor and kind of start figuring out what's going on. And my doctor did not want to see me yesterday. He said, let's do one more round of blood work. So I go this afternoon to get one more round of blood work. As of right now, one more round. I will know in the morning more of what's going on. He said those levels should double and we can kind of get more of an idea. So honestly, right now, we don't know what's going on. It's the craziest thing. I was told I was miscarrying on Friday, woke up Tuesday morning after I got my levels rechecked and they had significantly increased. So at this point, we are it's a waiting game to see what's going on. I'm just gonna continue updating like tomorrow, depending on what my levels say. I really hope that my doctor's gonna get me in and figure out what in the world is going on. I feel like I deserve that. I've gotten several rounds of labs drawn, and at this point I feel like we need to get in there and kind of see what's going on. And so I am just going to continue to keep you guys updated. I don't know how this is going to go. Trying to hope for the best, but it's trying to stay cautiously optimistic because I have no idea. But we're still a waiting game. Tomorrow morning, I will let you guys know exactly what might be going on, if we can even figure out. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. I'm just going to bring you guys along for my day. Hopefully, I don't know what the day has in store. I am really just waiting on my doctor to call me to figure out what the next step is. At this point, I don't know exactly what's going on. I was told Friday, you're having a miscarriage. Come back Monday to make sure your levels are going down appropriately, basically is what the doctor told me. And then Monday, my levels shot up. And then I went back yesterday to recheck them, woke up this morning and saw my results. And they have went up, but not really as much as he told me he'd like for them to go up. I haven't talked to him this morning, my doctor. I'm honestly just worried at this point, what's going on and what is gonna... Honestly, if there was a viable pregnancy, a baby with a heartbeat, it would be an absolute miracle at this point. And Tuesday when I got those results back, I kind of had a little bit of glimmer of hope, maybe this might go well. And at this point, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just really worried about, hey girl. You hurt your elbow. I'm so sorry. At this point, I'm just worried about something that could be wrong, what's gonna have to be done to get things back to normal, and I just don't know what's happening, and that's just what worries me. And I'm just like, come on, call me and let's figure this out. Get me into the office today. Anyways, I'm gonna bring you guys along as we figure this out. Hopefully see my doctor today to kind of figure out what in the world is going on. Just got the girls dressed for the day. I am getting ready to do a little bit of homeschool with Delaney. So we're trying to, I've said this before, we're trying to do it Monday through Thursday and have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So yesterday worked out so well that we got pretty much all of our schooling done in the morning time. Which I was afraid we weren't going to be able to do that with the other two small kids, and you know, be attentive to her schoolwork but also be attentive to them. And I was like, we're probably gonna have to do this during nap time, which also stinks to do all schoolwork during nap time because Lainey also needs that rest time too. But we were able to get pretty much all of it done during the morning time yesterday. So we're getting ready to start on that and hopefully finish that pretty soon. So she has the next few days off. So it is the next day. My mom is here. I'm getting ready to leave as soon as Ethan gets home. I tried so hard to update yesterday and I just couldn't do it. It was just a really emotional day, and I just wanted to update on how things went for my appointment. I went in, done my ultrasound, didn't see anything on there. And so the doctor told me, he went and even spoke to one of his colleagues, one of the other doctors, and kind of got her opinion as well. And he said, it really looks like it's probably ectopic. He said, I want to do an endometrial bypass, not bypass, endometrial biopsy to make sure there's nothing in the uterus, to, you know, think an abnormal pregnancy in the uterus. He said, I'm pretty sure that's going to come back normal, but just want to make sure. So he did do that, which was really painful. I didn't go in the office expecting him to do that, but he said if that result comes back normal, we're going to do a shot of methotrexate to try to prevent pregnancy. And so I got the results from that this morning, and I definitely have a tubal pregnancy, an ectopic pregnancy, which is what I feared from the very beginning. I even questioned my doctor on that, questioned a couple doctors on that actually. And I just want to say, if I was talking on Instagram this morning, if you guys ever have that instinct that something's not right, and you know that something's not right, and you're not getting the proper care and answers that you need, fight for that and don't stop until you get the reassurance that you need. I thought actually from the very beginning, the symptoms I was having, my HCG levels was not normal, and I actually suspected ectopic just from what I've read about it. But at the same time, I didn't have any risk factors for ectopic, as far as I've never had surgery. I don't smoke. I'm trying to think of other risk factors. There's several different ones that I've read, and I actually didn't have any of those risk factors. And so I was like, you know, I guess maybe it's a slim chance that I do have an ectopic, but turns out I do. And my instinct was right from the very beginning. It just kept getting pushed off. My feelings of worry and doubt I kept hearing, everything looks fine, it looks normal, let's just keep doing blood work. And I get the need to do blood work, but if you guys ever have that doubt, push for answers. And a tubal pregnancy can be dangerous, and so that is what's going on. I tried to update yesterday, and it was just a really emotional day, and it just brought it to a whole new level of grief and whole new level of worry about the future. Even worry, like, if this shot don't work, like what's next. But I'm just praying that it does, and just praying, just trying to trust the doctor that I know this is a the right step for now. The last thing I want is surgery during a pandemic. I don't want to have to do that. So Ethan will be home in about 15 minutes. We're going to head to the hospital. It's got to be done at the hospital. It can't be done in office. And I will get a shot and just pray that my levels, we will continue to check them until they reach 0, and just pray that they do, and nothing else further needs to be done, and my body will heal and everything. So yeah, it's just been a really emotional week. Emotional 3 weeks. I mean, I was told Friday I was having a miscarriage and kind of accepted that, and then Monday my levels just continued to increase, but they were not increasing like they should. And so I knew that something had to be off with it. I'm glad I just trusted my instinct and continued to fight for answers. And so anyways, that is where we're headed. I'm gonna leave that here. I hope I don't really have any side effects from it. I guess I was also kind of shocked just knowing that I've had 6 babies pass through those tubes and everything turned out fine. And well, fine as far as, you know, a normal pregnancy, I guess. Trying to stay positive. I feel like Delaney suspects something going on. I feel like she's got a little bit of worry, and I don't want her to feel that. So I'm hoping this shot, everything, I will feel normal after it. After that biopsy yesterday, it was just, it kind of took a toll on my body for the evening. But yeah, I just wanted to share this. My videos have been very slack this week just because of all this. Just waiting to share until I knew more. And so anyways, we might continue vlogging throughout the day, whatever we do tonight, but I just wanted to give this update. Really? What are you doing? Are you gonna climb? Oh, are you gonna climb up here? Be careful. We are home. I just wanted to update and tell you guys that it went well. I was there for quite a while, but there was just a couple complications with the order that the doctor had wrote and just things like that. It went fine. I had a little bit of cramping afterwards, but right now I'm okay. So we're gonna try to stay outside for a little bit and play and yeah, just have a family fun evening. We just got back from a little walk. We're gonna go fix some supper. So we were actually gonna grill out tonight and decided we will save that till tomorrow. At the store the other day, I had to run in there and grab something, so definitely trying to go as less to the store as least as we can. But they had steaks on sale and they looked so good, so I think we're gonna do those tomorrow. But we are doing like the easiest supper. I've never like made this, but we like hamburger helper. Haven't bought it in a very long time, but I kind of making my own hamburger helper. I've got my ground beef going. I've got my box mac and cheese, and I'm gonna try this. I'm not really sure if I should add. I think I might try to add some like extra cheese and maybe a little bit of milk to it. I'm really not even sure. We're gonna try it though. We just thought we were gonna have a very easy supper tonight, and so yeah, that's what's for supper. We'll see how it turns out. All right, I added some milk and some extra shredded cheese. So I'm letting that melt down. It looks really good. I also added some chili powder to the ground beef. And I'm hoping my girls don't look at this and say, what did you do to this macaroni and cheese? Because I'm pretty sure they have never had anything like hamburger helper or anything. I'm hoping they like it. Fingers crossed. But it looks really good though, and it smells good. So I'm hoping they like it. Millie and I are reading a book, God Made Me, before bed. Daddy's bringing us some milk. I'm gonna get this little one to bed, and we might, Ren just got out of the bathtub. We might go outside for just a few minutes before we get the big girls to bed. But we say night night. We say night night. I'm actually gonna go ahead and end this. I'm so sorry for the lack of videos this week. I really hope to be back on schedule next week and maybe film a couple different types of videos. I'm really not sure yet. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions on what you'd like to see. I know I really want to do a morning routine soon, especially like right now in quarantine. But let me know, and I just want to thank you guys so much for the support that you've given me throughout this process. And all the sweet and encouraging words that you've sent me. I've gotten so many messages of really just encouraging words of you praying and thinking about me, and it really means so much. You okay?
What's that?
Yeah, Millie's reading a book. Ren just got out of the bathtub. You gonna get your jammies on and get dried off. But I just want to thank you guys so much for those positive and encouraging words. Hopefully we'll be back on schedule next week. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.